Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in this, we'll talk about Canada Immigration 5 latest updates. Welcome to our Immigration Updates segment, where we bring you the latest news and developments in the Canadian immigration landscape. In today's edition, we focus on the recent changes in job vacancies across Canada in September, providing insights into the current employment scenario. Additionally, we'll dive into the latest Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program draw, shedding light on the new rounds of invitations issued. Stay tuned as we unravel the details of the recent Ontario Express Entry draw, which saw 1,052 profiles receiving invitations. We'll also explore the most recent British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program draw, offering a comprehensive overview of the invitations extended. Lastly, we'll discuss the latest Quebec ERMA draw, highlighting the fresh rounds of invitations and the implications for prospective immigrants. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Latest Manitoba PNP draw 2023 new rounds of invitations. The latest Manitoba PNP draw, Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program, of 2023, on November 30th, sent out 268 permanent residency invitations under various streams. After quite a while, part of this Manitoba draw considered profiles declaring a Manitoba supporter who is a close relative, is a Canadian permanent resident or citizen, and has been residing in Manitoba for at least 1 year. 50 of the invited candidates in this Manitoba PNP draw had a valid Express Entry profile as well as a job seeker validation code. Skilled worker in Manitoba. Close relative in Manitoba selection. Profiles declaring a Manitoba supporter who is a close relative, is a Canadian permanent resident or citizen, is an established resident of Manitoba and has been residing in Manitoba for at least 1 year were considered. Number of letters of advice to apply issued, 148. Ranking score of lowest ranked candidate invited, 609. International education stream. Profiles that declared meeting the international education stream eligibility requirements. Number of letters of advice to apply issued, 82. Skilled worker overseas. Profiles that declared being directly invited by the Manitoba PNP under a strategic recruitment initiative. Number of letters of advice to apply issued, 38. Ranking score of lowest ranked candidate invited, 720. New Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program Express Entry draw invites 1,052 profiles. New OIMP, Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, Express Entry draw sent out 1,052 invitations to claim provincial nominations on November 30th. This Ontario Provincial Nominee Program, PNP, draw for Express Entry candidates comes out after more than 2 months. The last one was on September 26, 2023. Express Entry profiles with experience in one of 42 healthcare-related occupations are considered under the Human Capital Priorities stream in the OIMP draw today. Profiles with a comprehensive ranking system, CRS, score between 404 and 430 will receive or have already received an invitation to accept provincial nominations from Ontario. There has been no Express Entry draw by IRCC since October 26. It was also a healthcare-targeted draw on October 26, which invited 3,600 with a CRS score of 431 or above. Given that candidates above 430 may receive direct invitations from IRCC, OIMP used that draw as a reference and invited candidates below that. While IRCC's Express Entry draw drought continues, at least OIMP conducted a draw targeting Express Entry profiles. All the OIMP HCP draws 2023. Candidates receiving an invitation in today's draw will have 45 days to respond with a complete application to accept provincial nominations. These Express Entry profiles will gain an additional 600 points after receiving OIMP approval, bringing the Express Entry CRS score to between 1,004 and 1,030. The full list of 42 healthcare occupations invited in OIMP Express Entry draw today. NOC 30,010, Managers in Healthcare. NOC 31,100, Specialists in Clinical and Laboratory Medicine. NOC 31,101, Specialists in Surgery. NOC 31,102, General Practitioners and Family Physicians. NOC 31,103, Veterinarians. NOC 31,110, Dentists. NOC 31,111, Optometrists. NOC 31,112, Audiologists and Speech-Language Pathologists. NOC 31,120, Pharmacists. NOC 31,121, Dietitians and Nutritionists. NOC 31,201, Chiropractors. NOC 31,202, Physiotherapists. NOC 31,203, Occupational Therapists. NOC 31,204, Kinesiologists and other professional occupations in therapy and assessment. NOC 31,209, Other professional occupations in health diagnosing and treating. NOC 31,300, Nursing coordinators and supervisors. NOC 31,301, Registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses. NOC 31,302, Nurse practitioners. NOC 31,303, Physician assistants, midwives and allied health professionals. NOC 32,100, Opticians. NOC 32,101, Licensed practical nurses. NOC 32,102, Paramedical occupations. NOC 32,103, Respiratory therapists, clinical perfusionists and cardiopulmonary technologists. NOC 32,104, Animal health technologists and veterinary technicians. NOC 32,109, Other technical occupations in therapy and assessment. NOC 32,110, Denturists. NOC 32,111, Dental hygienists and dental therapists. NOC 32,112, Dental technologists and technicians. NOC 32,120, Medical laboratory technologists. NOC 32,121, Medical radiation technologists. NOC 32,122, Medical sonographers. NOC 32,123, Cardiology technologists and electrophysiological diagnostic technologists. NOC 32,124, Pharmacy technicians. NOC 32,129, Other medical technologists and technicians. NOC 32,200, Traditional Chinese medicine practitioners and acupuncturists. NOC 32,201, Massage therapists. NOC 32,209, Other practitioners of natural healing. NOC 33,100, Dental assistants and dental laboratory assistants. NOC 33,101, Medical laboratory assistants and related technical occupations. NOC 33,102, Nurse aides, orderlies and patient service associates. NOC 33,103, Pharmacy technical assistants and pharmacy assistants. NOC 33,109, Other assisting occupations in support of health services. Ontario Express Entry Draw 2023 Summary. All the ONPHCP Draws 2023. Latest British Columbia PNP Draw 2023, British Columbia PNP Draws. The latest British Columbia PNP Draw of 2023 on November 28, 2023, set out 185 invitations to apply for permanent residency, PR, in general and targeted draws. 80 invitations have been issued in the general British Columbia PNP Draw, including 35 tech occupations, under all the British Columbia PNP skills immigration streams as well as express entry streams. The cutoff score increases by 1 point as compared to the last targeted round of invitations by British Columbia PNP, except for entry-level and semi-skilled streams. Additionally, 49 invitations have been sent targeted at profiles with experience as early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42,202. Furthermore, British Columbia introduced a new category-based draw, inviting only 27 applicants with experience in 25 construction occupations. The cutoff score was 75. Moreover, 29 invitations were targeted at profiles in 39 healthcare-related occupations. Full summary of November 16th draw. Latest Quebec Irama Draw. New rounds of invitations. The latest Quebec Irama Draw on November 16, 2023, sent out 1,210 invitations to apply for permanent residency under the regular skilled worker program. Details of this Quebec Irama Draw were published by the Minister of Immigration, Francisation, and Integration on November 28, 2023. Valid profiles found in the Quebec Irama Bank as of November 13, 2023, at 6:30 a.m. were considered for these rounds of invitations. This round of invitations targeted the Irama profiles with Level 7 oral proficiency, or higher, in French and a score of 609 or above as per the Quebec score calculator. Furthermore, These draws also considered profiles with a valid job offer outside the territory of the Metropolitan Community of Montreal, Communauté Métropolitaine de Montréal. All the Quebec Arima draws 2023, in 17 Arima rounds of invitations this year, Quebec has already sent out 17,221 invitations to apply, ETAs. What is Quebec Arima system? Quebec manages applications for qualified workers using Arima, a free computerized platform. It operates in a similar manner to the federal express entry system. Quebec's scoring system, however, is not exactly the same as in the express entry system. To qualify for upcoming regular skilled worker program, QSWP or RSWP, draws, eligible candidates can create their Arima profile. Click here to use the official Quebec Arima assessment tool to determine your eligibility. Your online profile in the Arima bank or pool is only valid for a year after you've finished creating it. Candidates who get an invitation in a draw must submit their documents supporting the information entered in the Arima profile. After that, a certificat de sélection is given. Then, using this CSQ, candidates can submit an application to Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, ircc, for permanent residence. Job vacancies in Canada fell in September. The number of jobs up for grabs in Canada dropped yet again in September as more people in the country landed paying work, reveals Statistics Canada. Job vacancies declined by 40,700, down 6.1%, to 632,200 in September, continuing the steady downward trend from the peak of just over 1 million reached in May 2022, the Statistical and Demographic Services Agency reports. In its payroll employment, earnings and hours, and job vacancies, September 2023 report notes the bright spot in the employment picture is that the number of employees receiving pay and benefits from their employer bounced back somewhat in September. The number of people holding down paying jobs rose by 22,100 or 0.1% in September, following a decline of 16,500 in August and little change in July. The largest monthly increases in payroll employment were recorded in educational services, up by 17,800 or 1.2%, and healthcare and social assistance, up by 16,600 or 0.7%, followed by public administration, up by 7,200 or 0.6%, construction, up by 1,900 or 0.2%, utilities up by 1,700 or 1.3%, and management of companies and enterprises up by 1,000 or 0.8%. The sectors which shed workers in September included accommodation and food services where 5,300 people lost their jobs, the retail trade fired 4,100 workers, the information and cultural industry shed 2,600 employees, the wholesale trade sector cut 1,700 workers and the real estate and rental and leasing sectors that reduced their workforce by 500 people. The remaining 9 sectors were little changed in September. The job vacancy rate, which corresponds to the number of vacant positions as a proportion of total labor demand, decreased by 0.2 percentage points to 3.6% in September, the lowest level since January 2021, reports Statistics Canada. Job vacancies fell in 4 sectors: accommodation and food services, construction, finance and insurance, and public administration, but rose in educational services and information and the cultural industries. Across the country, Ontario saw the greatest drop in job vacancies. In Alberta, the number of vacancies fell by 6,500 to 81,600 in September, almost offsetting the increase in August, reports Statistics Canada. Ontario, Quebec, and Nova Scotia also reported fewer job vacancies in September. Meanwhile, job vacancies increased in Manitoba and Prince Edward Island. There was little change in the number of vacancies in the other 4 provinces in September. Foreign nationals can gain permanent residency in Canada by immigrating through the country's many economic immigration programs. Under the express entry system, immigrants can apply for permanent residency online if they meet the eligibility criteria for one of 3 federal immigration programs: the Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSW, Federal Skilled Trades Program, and Canada Experience Class Program, CEC, or a participating provincial immigration program. PNPs offer route to economic immigration for skilled workers. Candidates' profiles then are ranked against each other according to a points-based system called the Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS. The highest-ranked candidates will be considered for an invitation to apply for permanent residence. Those receiving an ETA must quickly submit a full application and pay processing fees, within a delay of 90 days. Through a network of provincial nominee programs, PNP, almost all of Canada's 10 provinces and 3 territories can also nominate skilled worker candidates for admission to Canada when they have the specific skills required by local economies. Successful candidates who receive a provincial or territorial nomination can then apply for Canadian permanent residence through federal immigration authorities. Canadian employers can also recruit and hire foreign nationals through the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, DFWP, and the International Mobility Program, IMP. The Global Talent Stream, GTS, a part of the DFWP, can under normal processing situations lead to the granting of Canadian work permits and the processing of visa applications within 2 weeks. Thank you for joining us in this immigration update. We hope this information has provided valuable insights into the evolving landscape of job vacancies in Canada and the recent provincial nominee program draws. Stay connected for more updates on immigration trends, policy changes, and invitation rounds. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay informed about the latest developments in Canadian immigration. Until next time, best of luck on your immigration journey. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next episode. Till then.